Hey, it's me. I am back. You probably never noticed that I left. I've been gone for a little over a week, but I did pre-film, and this is my first day back. I am filming a little bit of a bougie makeup tutorial. A lot of the products I'm using today are pretty expensive, but they were sent to me, and I just wanted to do kind of like a first impression, give you guys a little bit of a feel for how they work with me, and this is the look I came up with. It's just a really high shine, summery look. A lot of glowiness going on, a lot of dewy, just a lot of shine in general. So you're going to hear me say that a lot. And before we get started, yes, I did chop my hair. This is the same exact hairstyle I had last summer, and I've been waiting to cut it because the wedding I was in, the bride, she wanted the bridesmaids to just have blowouts with some curl, and I knew my hair probably at this length wouldn't do that. So I've been waiting to cut it, and I am just ecstatic. As soon as I got back from Florida, I chopped it, and I just feel like me all over again. This is the cut where I feel like I'm thriving at the most, y'all. So yeah, there's nothing to it. All you have to do if you like this cut is take a picture to your stylist, and it's basically just a blunt lob or a blunt bob, maybe. I don't know. It's longer than a bob. So, okay, if you aren't subscribed, please make sure you do so. And if you aren't following me on Instagram and Twitter, the handle will be right here, especially on Twitter. I am thriving the most on there. That is where my highest peak comes out at. I am my most sarcastic there, and we just have a fun time on Twitter. So if you aren't following me there, make sure you do that, and let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so I'm going to be using a lot of by Terry products in this video today because they emailed me recently and wanted to send over some of their products, and I was really excited because by Terry is not a brand that I feel like you hear about a lot in the States. A lot of European bloggers talk about by Terry, but I personally have never tried any of their products, and I have always wanted to. My friend Alana McGowan here on YouTube uses by Terry. I think Estee Lalonde talks about by Terry quite frequently. So I'm going to be using a lot of the products because they sent over a ton. A person contacted me that worked for them, and she said she'd been watching my videos for a long time. And yeah, I'm gonna, some of these I've tried already, some of them I haven't. The first thing is this by Terry Brightening CC Serum, and it does smell heavily of roses. A lot of their products I noticed have rose extract or some type of rose scent in them, but this is basically just, I think, like a bronzing serum. I've used it already, and it kind of reminds me of my Charlotte Tilbury Unisex Healthy Glow. So it's just a really kind of like runny serum, and you just apply it, and it gives your face a little bit of a bronze glow. Now, I have to say, I'm not the biggest fan of rose scented products, so this is a little overwhelming for me scent wise, but it does fade. It does go away. For foundation today, I'm going to use my trusty MAC Face and Body. Haven't used this on camera in a while, but I just got back from Florida and I have a little bit of a tan going on. I mostly wore self-tan and I wore SPF when I was out in the sun, so I didn't get a lot, but this color generally matches me when I have kind of like an in-between color, when I'm not really fair and when I'm not really super tan. So the color I'm using right now is C2, which would be equivalent to like a MAC NC20 and C25, probably more accurate. And I'm just going to apply that with my fingers. You guys know I love applying F&B with my hands. I'm just going to pop on this new lip balm I got. It's the new Fresh Sugar Coconut Hydrating Lip Balm, and it smells so good. It smells just like a fresh coconut. I just want to make sure my lips are hydrated before we do the lips. So I took this little concealer palette with me to Florida. I hadn't used it in a while, but I remember just loving this concealer, and now I can see why. It is so easy to apply, and it has just a nice smooth finish to it. It's the MAC Studio Finish Concealer Duo. This one is in NW20 and NC25. I'm actually just going to mix both of those together. I'm more of about an NC25 right now, but the NW20 does help to brighten since it does have a little bit more of the pinkier undertone. And again, I'm just going to use my fingers to apply that mainly on the inner portion of my eye. I just kind of want to brighten up in that area. Okay, I am loving the base. This is, Face and Body just gives the most gorgeous glow to the skin. So now I'm going to move into two new products that I ordered from Beautylish recently, and it's the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour Wand and Beauty Light Wands. And so this is the contour wand. This is what it looks like, and basically you have a little sponge tip applicator. Haven't used these yet. I've heard that they are amazing. I've heard that the wand is super easy to blend out, so we're going to give it a go. So I'm assuming you just, yeah, it's a little sponge tip here, and I guess you just squeeze it and wait for it to come out. Oh, there's an off-on twist. Well, you know, that would have been smart to have looked at beforehand. Okay, so now, yes, you squeeze it, and okay, there's a lot of air in this product. There's not, okay, I'm just gonna say there's not a lot of product in this right now. I can just tell I can squeeze all the way up to here. Look, I'm all the way up to here and nothing's coming out yet. Wow. Okay. Finally, we've got some product coming out, and I guess I'm just going to dab that on. All right, I've purposely put a crap ton of this on because I heard that A, it was really easy to blend, and also B, my face is quite a bit lighter than my body right now. So, okay, that was really easy to blend as I'm like talking mid-sentence. Yep, that was pretty easy. So, just got back from Florida. My friend got married at Disney. And for the remainder of the weekend, Will and I just stayed at a little resort that was near a Disney property, or on Disney property, I guess you would say. And we were hanging out by the pool one day, and Will wanted to go to the bar to just get a snack and a drink. And so we were hanging out at the bar. And there's this older dude beside us who is obviously a little tanked. Like, he had probably drank too much. He was being loud and a little belligerent, but you know, we were like minding our own business, and then all of a sudden he turns to us and he looks at us and he's like, "Oh, what a great couple," or "what a beautiful couple," or something of that nature. And then he looks at me and he proceeds to go, "I hope you don't mind me asking this, but you're older than him, aren't you?" And I'm just like, and I just honestly, I love playing games with drunk people, and also people who just want to be facetious in general. And so I just said, well, how old do you think I am? And he goes, "Well, I think the guy you're with is definitely not over 21. 21 at the most." Just to remind you, Will be 27 this fall. So definitely off on that number. Then he looks at me and he proceeds to say, "I would peg you at least 25. And I'm like, "Are you trying to insult me?" Like, yeah, I'm 25. He did a good job guessing my age. But the fact that he was just trying to call me out as a cougar, I was just like, "Are you really trying to insult me like now? What is your motive? Like, where are you heading with this?" And then it gets worse. He proceeds to tell me that when Will is 40, or when we're both in our 40s, I'm going to look like I'm in my 60s, and Will is still going to look like he's 30. And I was just like, all right. But yeah, the entire time, like, I was in Florida, I was like, man, the Floridians are so nice, like, so kind, so generous. And then I almost got my ass whooped at a Dunkin' Donuts in DeLand. And I can talk crap about DeLand, I feel like, because my parents lived there for a really long time. But we were in a really crowded Dunkin' Donuts in DeLand. And sorry, I'm trying to get this peel off this by Terry powder. But anyways, we were at a Dunkin' Donuts in DeLand, and it was really crowded. I ordered the 2 for $5 bacon, egg, and cheese croissant, and was waiting for them to come out, and all of a sudden, the guy calls 2 bacon, egg, and cheese croissants. And so I walk up to get them. Then immediately this lady behind me goes, "Whoa, whoa, 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 those are mine." And I turn around, and it's before I could even get turned around, a man behind her goes, actually, lady, I ordered 20 minutes ago and I think those are mine. And I'm just standing here like, y'all can take the damn bacon, egg, and cheese croissants. I'm not trying to get shot at the Deland D&D right now, okay? Like, here you go. I mean, it was just a madhouse and I was just trying to get out of there fast. And honestly, the bacon, egg, and cheese croissants were not worth it. I am not a Dunkin' loyalist. I am Starbucks all the way. I actually don't like Dunkin's coffee and I don't like Dunkin's food. So I don't know what I was doing there to begin with. I will just stick to my Starbucks mobile order and continue on with my gold status. Thank you very much. Okay, so back to the makeup now. The contour wand blended out really nicely. I feel like it looks nice and healthy. So now I'm going to set my face with this powder I've heard a lot about. It's the by Terry Hyaluronic Hydra powder. And I've just heard that this is awesome. And if I'm not mistaken, this is a very expensive powder. I want to say this powder is at least like 60 bucks. I'll put the price right here, but man, I remember looking into this powder and being like, it actually looks nice and smoothing. I will say it's kind of mattifying me a little bit. It's kind of giving me, it's kind of dulling the shine down, but we'll add that back in. It's nice. It's really pillowy and soft. So to bronze, I'm going to use this by Terry palette. It is called the Sun Designer palette in Happy Sun, and I think this is from their new summer collection. I'm just going to swirl all of these shades around. I've actually already used this palette once, and even though it's got like this nice peachy color in here that you would think would be a blush, it actually looks really good just swirled around and kind of mixed together. And I'm just going to top my bronzer off with this because I feel like I do need a little bit more color on my face. I don't know though, what do you guys think? Me and Will always get told that we look like brother and sister. I'm not really sure why because I've never really seen that. But nobody has ever come up and been like, wow, you're such a cougar. You look so much older than your husband. And another thing is that I feel like he definitely didn't know that we were married. He was just insulting us the entire time. He was like, you guys are obviously here with your family. Like you can't, he didn't say you can't afford a resort like this, but he was just like, yeah, you're obviously staying here with family. You didn't book this place yourself. And we were like, yes, we're real people. We have jobs. We save money to go on vacations like this. I don't know what you want us to say. This is another by Terry palette they sent over, and this one is called Hippie Chic, and it's more of a blush palette. Again, I used this the other day, and you guys know I'm not a fan of blush. But this actually looked really natural. I'm just going to use the softer side here. I did dip into a little bit of the brighter side and then I was like, okay, I probably need to stick to the soft side. But it does have, as you can tell, a nice glowy finish to it and it's super natural. I haven't looked at the prices on any of this stuff. I would be billing. I would be willing to bet it is a little bit more on the expensive side just because by Terry is a very high-end brand. This is the moment I've been waiting for. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand. And I, again, have heard a lot about this. I've heard it is so gorgeous. And so I'm going to slather this all over my face. I'm just going to take it, squeeze it out, and kind of just, oh, it's so pretty. Every time I see Charlotte add this on a model in a video, I am like, oh, just get in my life, please. And I don't know why I've held off on ordering it for so long, but here I am. We're doing this. Let's blend this out. Wowzers, this is like so high shine and very angelic. I probably just went a little overboard, but yellow. Note to self, you do not need to apply as much as I did. Okay, I did my brows off camera. I will list what I used down below, but I feel like I'm getting a little chatty, so I wanted to skip that part. Now I'm going to use one of the Ombre Black Star cream shadows from by Terry. I used a couple of these over the weekend and they were banging, but this particular shade is called Misty Rock, and it reminds me a lot. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh, it looks so shiny. It reminds me a lot of Laura Mercier's Caviar Stick in Amethyst, except I think this one is even shinier. Oh, it's so pretty. I love cream shadows. If I ever own my own makeup company, cream shadows are gonna be the name of the game. They're just so easy, and I feel like they accentuate any eye shape, any eye color, and oh, the formula is just so versatile. I love it. This is super pretty. I also have this shade called Blonde Opal. It's kind of like a creamy vanilla color. Again, really high shine, really sparkly. And I'm just going to apply that to the inner corners of my eyes. So for liner, I wanted to do something that has a little bit of a purple tinge to it. So I've got this one from Urban Decay. It's called Ether. And I'm just going to line my top lid, nothing crazy. This is a pretty sparkly liner, but it does have a touch of purple to it, and I'm just going to add that to my lash line and kind of smudge it out. So I'm using this mascara from by Terry. It's called Lash Expert Twist Brush, and it is a straight brush to start out with, and then when you twist the top of it, it turns into this curled brush. I actually like the straight way the best. I've been using this for about 4 or 5 days now, and it's actually a really good mascara. My all-time favorite at the moment is the It Cosmetics Superhero. I just feel like that always gives my lashes really good length, and you can always tell that I have lashes when I wear that mascara. But this one actually does a good job of lengthening as well. I would say the twisted brush isn't the best for my lash shape, but maybe if you have longer, more voluminous lashes, you might like the twisted version better. But just for me, I like the straight brush. So for lips, I'm really freaking excited about this. It's a new product from Charlotte, and it's called Collagen Lip Bath. It's a collagen enhanced lip plumping lip gloss, and it just is this clear formula. It doesn't really have a color to it, and it smells like mint, like almost just like a really natural mint smell, and it's supposed to plump your lips. I've seen her use it in videos, and I'm like, yes, Charlotte, take my money, please. I ordered it immediately. As soon as it came available on Beautylish, I ordered it. So I'm going to keep the lips pretty natural, and I'm going to use her iconic Nude lip cheat, and then I'm just going to put this over the top, and we'll see how it is. It's also got this really cute applicator. I think it's meant to be a heart. I'm not really sure. It's somewhere in between a heart and a set of bunny ears. Alright, so I've let this collagen lip bath sit for a few minutes, and I have to say that it's not as tingly as Buxom lip glosses, and I love Buxom. I always keep Buxom is always on hand for me. It's on my desk, it's in my purse, it's in my makeup bag. I'm just used to that really intense minty feel, and this is probably like 2 steps down from that. I can feel a little bit of a mintiness, but I wouldn't say it's a tingly feeling. So I don't know, I'm a little disappointed. I was expecting a little bit more tingle, but if you're the type of person that wants some plumping but you don't like that overwhelming feeling of peppermint or that overwhelming tingling sensation, you might like this. I think it's a great lip topper for pretty much any lipstick or lip liner, but yeah, I don't know. I was expecting a little bit more tingly. What are you doing? What's mama's baby doing? What's your mama's baby doing? I love you. I love my little boy. Come here. Come here. Oh, Puffles, are you gonna get up here? Who's gonna get up here with mama? Who's gonna get up here with their mama? I love you so much. All right, so this is the finished look. Very high shine, very glowy. Again, super easy to use. These by Terry products that I used all were super amazing quality. I do think that a lot of them can be duped. The cream shadows did transfer. They did transfer a little bit on me. They are super nice. They are really shiny and glittery, but I don't think they would last on my eyelid on a hot day is what I'm trying to say. So the powder, really smooth, really nice. I feel like would be great for those of you who don't like a colored powder to set your makeup, but you do need something to take away shine. And I feel like it did minimize pores a little bit. So yeah, this is the look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's great to be back. I've been away from filming for a little over a week now. You probably didn't notice because I pre-filmed, but feels good to be back. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions for me, feel free to leave them down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.